Here it is. Did you guys see it? Did you guys see it? Set to enter free agency. Boom. He's interested in looking. Wait, isn't this? Oh, that's interesting. The f is this? Oh, is he repping people now? Oh, he is. Okay. That's kind of funny. It's like full circle. HooXi's free agent, and now his previous coach that he worked with is now his manager. All right. Anyway, that's irrelevant, but it was kind of funny. Where do we think HooXi's going, man? Surely, I know people like to dog on HooXi, but like, surely he's on a team somewhere soon. Like, he's not just. You think it's just for sure Falcons? You think Falcons is such in the bin that? Do you think HooXi wants to play with Nico again? Do you think? I mean, I feel like that's the okay. I won't lie. I definitely said that and was expecting you guys to say Falcons, but like, let me take a gander. Let me just scroll through and see if anybody would be. Probably not. Yeah, it's looking like Falcons, guys. All right, listen. I've studied the numbers. I've crunched the numbers rather in the shop. And last 3 seconds. Yeah, welcome to Falcons HooXi, dude. What about Liquid? The conversation with Liquid always starts with twists. I don't know how many more times I can repeat myself. Also, since we're going to be putting this on the YouTube channel, don't forget to subscribe to the Clips and Highlights channel, you weenies, and the main channel. Thank you. I said this last time, and it worked with great success, so hopefully it works. But no, I say this all the time. Like with Liquid, it all starts with Twist, because if Twist wants to IGL, man, like, you're not bringing in HooXi, right? Right? Like if Twist says, Liquid, I'd like to still IGL, what are you going to do? Tell him no? Like, that's not going to work. Yeah, hey, sorry, our most valuable asset to our entire team, you can't do what you want to do. I mean, if it does, Twist it could work where Twist takes over what Yukinder's doing and then HooXi comes in, but I don't think Twist really wants to do that. I imagine Twist is like, HooXi, yeah. He said, I'll wait for Kerrigan to become a free agent. The VP, true. HooXi becomes the opera and takes over for James and learns Russian. He could do it. Do we really think it's going to be? No, they just got Cadian, dude. And I'll say this. I hate saying this. I'm saying it out loud. They didn't look that bad. I would definitely give Cadian more time. Cadian came in. They'd had 0 practice. Granted, he shouldn't have probably been playing with them at all. Whatever. Hey, blah, blah, blah. Then Device was cooked. So I don't think it could be. That'd be so weird. That'd just be really weird to move him. Maybe Fnatic. I like the Fnatic mentions, but they just got, the rumor is that they're getting Fear as their IGL. So, I mean, you kick out Glaive. I don't know, man. Yeah, it's kind of weird. He's in a weird spot. Maybe like this is where he could end up, is like a team with young guns, like a Danish young guns. You know what I mean? I could see this happening, right? A couple of these guys have played in bigger lights at different times, but they haven't been able to make the jump. Not the Hunden squad. Well, somebody's got to do it, man. Somebody's got to do it. I think they've really enjoyed. I don't think Gamer Legion actually wants to mess with anything. I feel like they progressed really nicely. It's tough, dude. It's tough. Like, HooXi's super. I think he's a good IGL. Like, I definitely think there's plenty of things to criticize him for on G2, but it would be really weird if he doesn't end up anywhere. I guess the most likely situation is he does end up in Falcons, but I do kind of want to remind people that G2 had not won a single event ever without HooXi. Like, HooXi broke the seal, you know? But like of actually winning. And now I'm not saying is HooXi literally the only reason that they won the tournament? Absolutely not. But he clearly brought something to G2 that they previously were missing in some capacity. In some capacity, he brought something that they didn't have before. Something. I don't know what that something is. We'd have to be a fly on the wall when they play, but I do. And I think his calling wasn't horrendous. My issues with HooXi is he became the meme. And he believed way too much in setting up his star players. There's a fine line. If you're an IGL like HooXi, you want Nico, you want Monacy, you want these guys to be star players and performing at their best. But also the idea that you can just be a human flashbang for them and they're just going to carry you through the game is dumb. It's dumb. You can't win that way. You need... IGLs are all like minus 1.0 rating most of the time. They're like 0.95, 0.9, 1.0 if they're doing good. HooXi was below that. But that's like, you still need to find ways to get yours and find ways to get yourself activated. And HooXi was way too selfless, detrimentally so. And when you're doing that also, I think if you try to stop doing that, now you're in this like weird limbo of where like you basically were focused on everybody else for such a long period of time that you have to like refocus on yourself. I mean, somebody made a joke in the YouTube chat saying he could come save NACS. I wouldn't want him on Cole, to be fair. I wouldn't want him on. I mean, we already talked about Liquid. HooXi energy, dude. But then that's for Nitro. I don't know. No, I feel like it's hard, man. There's a lot. It's all kind of weird. The most likely spot he could end up is Falcons, which would just be pure cinema. That'd be hilarious. If HooXi ends up playing with Nico again on Falcons, that would be funny as hell. Why does he have to go somewhere? He might not end up anywhere. That's kind of the weird thing. That's very likely, honestly. I could see a period where he either has to go to a team like Sashi that I mentioned earlier, which is like a Danish up-and-coming squad with names you would recognize a little bit if you watch a lot. But he might have to work his way back up again, which is kind of weird. I think it's weird to have the tournament wins that he did with G2. Once again, I'm not delusional. I realize how much individually he was struggling, but like, I'm not expecting him to go to another top 5 team or even a top 10 team. It just feels weird that there's really nowhere that he can end up until he's in like a top 40 or top 50 team. That feels weird to me. That just feels like such an odd stumble, but it's kind of bad timing for him in terms of just the IGL situation. Yeah, I mean, I think to wrap this up, I think the most likely scenario for him is Falcons. And then if it's not Falcons, he's going to have to like, I mean, maybe Gamer Legion, but I feel like they're building something right now. Maybe Fnatic, but they just got Fear. The rumors that they're getting Fear. NIP's gambling on a bunch of youngsters right now, including the IGLs. So like there's things. And then where's Sashi? And here we go. So here's Sashi, the full Danish lineup that he can maybe move up with. If it's not Falcons, I think there's a good chance he's going to have to like find a Danish team probably and kind of work his way up again, which would just be weird. It'd just be weird to see that much of like a change.